is up, y'all? Today is a very sunny day in Ontario, Canada. I've been thinking about this for a while, kind of on my journey in my life, really, what I've been going through, and I felt it on my heart to share with you guys what I've been going through and some tips that I've learned to kind of keep going. As you already know, the title of the video is You're Exactly Where You're Supposed to Be. What if I told you everything that you've experienced, from wins to the losses to the mistakes to the highs and lows, has shaped you to who you're supposed to be right now at this very moment? You're not late, you're not behind, you're not broken. You are where you are meant to be right now. I think what kind of comes to my head is your story wouldn't be so exciting if it was just a linear path from rags to riches, no adversity, no nothing, right? It wouldn't be an exciting story. That's kind of what I'm learning at this point in my life, where you have to understand that all the mistakes, all the things that you think are holding you back, they're happening for you, right? That's kind of the topic of what I'm gonna cover today. Really, it's not gonna be a very long video, but this is what it's gonna be. I think the first step to understanding where you're supposed to be, like right here is where you're supposed to be, is just reflecting on your life. Every decision, every person you've come into contact with, the jobs, the people, the experiences, they're all lessons. Even if you think they're very insignificant, they're all lessons and they all play a part in what is your life, right? You wouldn't have the wisdom or the self-awareness if it wasn't for those experiences. You wouldn't make the decisions you make now. You wouldn't think the way you think now. You wouldn't behave the way you behave now. And I think that this self-reflection leads you to a point where you have to be able to forgive yourself, because all of those emotions are holding you back. They're holding you back from becoming who you are meant to be. And for me, after the self-reflection, the next point is a pivot. You have to be able to change. Something has to change, because you obviously have that desire in your heart. You want to change. You want to be different. You have to change internally first. You have to come to a decision and say, I don't want this anymore for my life. This is not serving me. I want this. And it all starts with your habits. If you want a different life, you need different habits within your day-to-day. Everybody knows this, but motivation fades away. What you do in repetition is what is going to shape your future life. You want to focus on direction and not overnight change. What do you do on a daily basis that will move the needle towards what you want to become or who you want to become? For me, I'm a very practical person. And when people talk about this stuff, about change and whatnot, I want examples I can apply to my life right away. So these are practical examples that I can give you from my experience. You want to implement daily systems over goals. You just don't want to wish these things to happen. You want to actually create a plan and a system that'll get you to your goal. An example is coming to a decision. Maybe you want to gym every day in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, you want to go to the gym. Or financially, you want to save $50 a week, right? These are habits that you can implement to your day-to-day life or weekly life to change your financial outcome or your physical outcome, And you want to kind of also create a system that keeps you accountable, whether it's somebody who you can check in with on a daily basis or weekly basis, because you want to surround yourself with people who are going to try to keep you accountable. Not try, who will keep you accountable. You want people around you who are going to help you succeed, right? Even if it's a to-do list, you want to go back at the end of the day and make sure that you've ticked off all the boxes, all the stuff that you set yourself out to do for the day. You'll understand if you're really accomplishing your goals or you're not. I think what's a huge factor in creating a better life for yourself is your environment. A lot of people don't really think about this, but who you surround yourself with is major. Sometimes your family will be the one that's hindering you from becoming the person you want to be. And you have to make decisions for your life. I'm not saying you should completely cut off your family, but there are decisions you have to make, whether it's spending less time with whoever really that's hindering you from growth. You don't want to spend as much time with those people. You want to surround yourself with people who will help you achieve those goals, whether it's people who are high achievers. You want to surround yourself with those people. Your environment is so key. And I know this is just a really quick video, but this is just a reminder to whoever is watching, you're not stuck, you're not behind, you're just building, really. And that's kind of the mindset you have to really stay in to get yourself out of this rut. A lot of people don't even realize that they're talking negatively about themselves in their head. Those thoughts that are hindering you, those self-doubt thoughts, those negative thoughts that you don't even realize sometimes, those are hindering you. You want to think abundantly. You want to be able to think fruitfully. Things that'll always push you to be better. Things that'll always push you to do better, right? That's the kind of mindset. You have to change your mindset. In the Bible it says, so a man thinketh, so shall he be. So like, if you're constantly thinking about negative things, your outcome will be negative. If you're constantly thinking about positive things, your outcome will be positive, right? And if it means brainwashing yourself into believing positive things, and if that's what you have to do it. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your outcome, it's your experience, right? And that's kind of the main things I wanted to touch on today. You're not stuck, you're not behind, you're just building. Start with forgiveness and move with intention and consistency. And this is your season, so own it. Anyways, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.